Hello and welcome to the Lethal Digital Podcast, the good, the brand and the ugly. Today we're going to be talking about our top 5 ins and outs of 2025. So, alrighty, I guess, how about I'll go first on this one. So,
Yeah.
Now, I mean, this is your idea, Mary, and this is a bit of a struggle. I don't usually do lists like this, so it actually got me thinking, which is good. But
Very much a TikTok girl trend, so
Yeah.
It's
To the
I'm-
big trend right
yeah.
now.
Right. But no, it's writing the ins for 2025, easy. That was I smashed that out. The outs was the struggle. So okay, but if I in no particular order, for me the outs for 2025 is definitely alcohol. I'm not really sort of focused on alcohol anymore. It's one of those things that I got to the stage of drinking on a weekend and it's just pointless. You just feel bloated, crappy, and it's just like it serves no purpose in my life right now. So, but I need to put a terms and conditions on that. Parties, events, Oasis balls, I'm drinking. But just weekends when I've got nothing planned, no alcohol. It's pointless.
Out.
I think we drink enough at Oasis and the Christmas party.
Oh,
for,
exactly.
The whole year, basically.
Next one would be probably an obvious one, but just negative energy, just getting rid of negative vibes, people with just negative attitudes that just, affect my sort of surroundings. It's like, I don't have time for that. And that sort of goes on to, my other out for 2025 is time wasters. The amount of people that, whether it's personal or professional, people that just take up your time. And I mean, I turned 47 in December, and the biggest thing for me was realizing how precious time is. Like, I'm not saying that I'm done, not even close to being done, but you realize time is such a valuable asset that we all have, and having people involved in just wasting time or just, get rid of that annoying, person or people. Next one would be, for me, self-doubt. I mean, I guess a lot of people, well, for me personally, there's always going to be that I'm very positive in everything I do, but there's always that negative or that sort of self-doubt that always creeps in, that sort of imposter syndrome. I'm sure we all have it, or, business owners out there, whether they're trying to launch something or, try different strategies, you're always questioning yourself and start doubting yourself. Then you look to other competitors, what are they doing? And in the end of the day, it's like, I know what we do is fucking awesome. It's like, I'm over it. I'm not bloody worrying about, doubting myself anymore. Really sort of focus on changing my mindset. And
Let's go.
yeah, and
We
I guess
love this energy.
yeah. And
Very
the
good.
last one for me for the outs for 2025 is overthinking. I mean, it's just one of those ones that, there's nothing wrong with sort of really looking at a strategy and, whether it's personal, professional, or you're looking at buying something or going out somewhere. It's like, no more overthinking. If we're going to do something, just do it and, do it to the best of the ability and have some fun. So, but get the outs out of the way. So let's focus on some ins. So for me personally, my biggest thing for 2025 is my health and fitness. So which might be pretty, standard for someone to say, but for me personally, I've never been about health and fitness, never. So from last year, I guess it was just a bit of an up and down year for me personally, where it's like, now I just want to focus on me this year, really focus on being the best person I can be, healthy mindset, everything like that. So,
You gonna do a challenge?
no, fuck that, no. I'll do
You want to do like
me.
75 hard?
Yes, I'll do me on my time. Yeah. But yeah, it's just, I know how I work, and I don't need to be at the gym. I don't need to be doing challenges. I just need to know that if I'm walking or running, which I have been last few weeks, that's just all I need. I don't need to be sort of, flexing or anything like that. It's just me in my zone working on myself. So, but, the next big one for me, 2025, is definitely AI. I want to go all in on understanding AI, where it's at, how it can be implemented into businesses moving forward. Now, it's been around for a couple of years, but it's one of those things that I haven't really sort of gone all in on AI because it's just something, I didn't really have time for it. I felt like I had other things to focus on, but AI definitely is something I'm going to be focusing on a lot this year. Next one would be Starbucks. That's definitely an in. That was very close to being an out. As you know, Starbucks has just opened up the road. Now their coffee was shit. I was all excited about Starbucks, got into the hype, tried their coffee, it was shit. So I'm thinking Starbucks is an out, but then I found my drink. It's this cold brew, I've written it down, salted caramel, iced, shaken espresso. Amazing. My go-to.
That sounds way too much.
Well, it is.
It sounds delicious, but also like a milkshake.
Yeah,
Might conflict with your health and fitness in.
Yeah. Well, we don't need to talk about that
There's
right
a lot
now.
of sugar in that.
Yeah, there's a lot of sugar, but that's my little I guess cheat right now. It's just my drink. So, but okay. So the next one would be for me side hustles. So I'm all about trying to work out how much of an income stream I can bring into my lifestyle right now, and I love buying and selling. I always got into the collectibles, memorabilia, trading cards, and last year I got right into it, and it's actually a massive industry. Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, all that sort of stuff, as well as just memorabilia in general. So side hustles is something I'm definitely going all in on with my eBay store, which is it's just so much fun. End of the day, it's more of a passion project.
Yeah. Give it a plug. What's it called?
Digital Picker. That's on me on
There we
eBay.
go.
Digital Picker.
There we go.
So,
Branding.
again, yeah.
Hecky knows what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly. And the last one for me would be just for 2025, going all in and backing myself. It's just pretty much in a nutshell, like balls deep, all in 2025, backing myself. I just want to, I think going back to my birthday in December, turning 47, it was just a light bulb moment for me. I realized really happy with where we're at with the business and personal life. But I just realized that we can be doing so much more, and 2025 I feel like is going to be our best year yet. I've just got this little fire in my belly, and it's like a digital STD. It just the drive burns. So
I hate that.
I'm putting that on the shirt. Digital STD.
Yeah, you should.
No, I quit.
Maybe that's a free ebook we can give out. But anyway, so that's mine in a nutshell. That's mine. So all right. So who's next? Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
All right.
Mary.
It's quiet. All right, ins and outs. I unlikely had a very easy time with this because I love loving things, and more importantly, I love hating things. So I'll start with my ins. First in is my ice maker. I got it for Christmas from my mum, and it has transformed my life. I'm a beverage goblin. I always have multiple beverages on the go at all times.
Oh my god, you really do.
And it turns water, like room temperature water, into ice in 4 minutes.
Oh.
It's phenomenal. And there's just something so demoralizing about carrying the ice tray over to the fridge. And we don't have room for a big fridge that has an ice maker in it. Don't talk to me about it. But yeah, it's transformed my life, and I had to mention it because
Can you make
Ice maker.
I reckon I could get that. I reckon because you pour water in it, I think if we put Marg mix in there, see what happens.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Cool.
Ice maker. We all need one. Everyone go out and get one now. Use code Mary. So the second one, talking about AI, is letting AI trick old people on Facebook if it makes them happy. If people on Facebook want to believe that a bunch of newborn babies were doing yoga on the beach because they saw an AI image of it, if that makes them happy, let them. Don't tell them. Don't ruin their day. They're happy. They enjoy that. My next one is playing musical theatre at the bar. I think the world is ready. I think with the Wicked Renaissance, people are receptive.
Yes.
We go.
It had to come up in this conversation at some point.
It had to. It was bound to. But I feel like the world is finally ready to come on board with musical theatre. While I would like it to be Les Miserables, I feel like if you had a Negroni in hand and you hear Defying Gravity come on, like, you're sad, you're happy. Like, I would be, yeah.
I went to one last year and it was epic. One
Really?
game
Oh, at a bar.
it was a fringe show. It was like
Wow.
this needs to happen all the time.
Fringe is starting soon, so maybe it'll come up again.
Hopefully.
I'm there.
I'm there too.
New workouting. Lee will be so excited.
Yes.
My next in is, I think, imperfect content. So I'm kind of calling it the wabi-sabi, which is the Japanese term for finding beauty in imperfection. Sorry, Fizzing, whipping her toy around. I feel like we're kind of at a point where, particularly on social media, we're straying away from that perfectly curated content of like the influencer waking up with their hair beautiful and their makeup somehow already done and walking into their immaculate kitchen with like no stain Tupperware inside, and you know, making a product and making a drink and selling you a product. I feel like we're kind of more receptive now to those realistic get ready with me's where they're getting ready in like a 60s bathroom because they're renting and they can't renovate it. And they go out into their kitchen and there's dishes in the sink because they actually live there, and they go to their 9 to 5 because they actually have a job. I feel like if somebody like that was to try to promote a product to me, I would be so much more receptive to it because I believe the rest of your content so significantly more.
Great.
So I think we're going to see a bit of a trend into less polished content and more realistic, like even things like skin not being perfectly retouched. That's been a huge thing over the past 10 years, but I feel like we're just going to keep getting more into that less polished content. And I think it's going to be really interesting and cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. My last one is calling my morning coffee a version espresso martini. I couldn't think of it this one. Okay,
So
we're
it's
out.
a virgin espresso martini.
Yes. So it's just espresso.
That's smart. I like.
Thank you. Leading into my outs is $8 coffees. Why am I paying $8 for coffee? Why?
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. Especially, yeah. Especially because my
$8 for a coffee. Where?
Pilates studio.
Any
Because I know that.
iced latte.
Yeah. A similar thing is, why do the iced coffees cost more than a hot coffee when you're doing less? You don't have to steam the milk. You just pour it in.
I don't even look at prices anymore. I didn't even realize that there was a difference in price there. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, there is a big price, especially because I think you pack the ice and you get more essentially with the ice coffee.
I assume that's what it is.
That's what it is. I think there's some form of
I just don't want to be spending $8 on water and a shot of coffee. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, it's a joke. Yeah.
Mhm. I need a Starbucks near me, clearly. My second out is passwords. I'm just kind of over them. I don't really want to do it anymore. I kind of never remember my passwords. I can never remember what password goes to what website. And I feel like we're at the point where we have enough technology that we can kind of make them obsolete.
Retina scanning. Yeah.
I don't know if any of you have the keyboard with the fingerprint, but whenever I need to log into something, I just use my fingerprint. Like, I can never remember my password, but I always remember where my finger is. It's always on me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I don't
face scanning.
password.
Face scanning on your apps and phones. Why just do
ID.
passwords? No.
I will say
use like a password manager as well.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I'm not that
You have to
organized.
get your password
Yeah, I'm
manager.
very organised. So I own an account with Bitwarden, and I just have the one master password and generate new passwords all the time. So I don't need to remember those.
You just need to remember one.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I'm always concerned with that actual password manager being hacked, that whole system, and then they have access to all your passwords. That's my biggest thing with that. It's like, well, they're hacking everything. So, anyway.
And I will say, if we did move to biometric logins completely, all I can think about is what a nightmare that would be for us and managing client accounts. Because already it's a nightmare if they have two-factor authentication on
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
trying to log in and calling them and asking, what's the code? I can't imagine. how
Yeah,
hard that
that's
would be.
yeah.
But for personal life, passwords out. My next one is meal prepping for my dog. I hate it. I also don't want to do it anymore. And I also feel like we are evolved to a point where I shouldn't have to boil chicken every Sunday for my dog.
Wow.
My dog out. I'm sick of being told what to do by a 2-kilo creature. Poppy out.
Yeah.
Danny, do you have to meal prep for your pets?
Is she there?
Pet, unfortunately.
Yeah, she's down
Is she listening to you?
Yeah.
We're not talking.
Can we
right now.
explain what breed Poppy is, by the way?
Yeah.
Poppy is a 2-kilo chihuahua, and
But have you
Can't
tried?
Okay.
Have you just tried like normal food, like Pal or whatever it is, or has it always been?
we've just purchased her Leica, that dog food brand. It's, you know, you can get beef, chicken, all of them, and it's like fortified with veggies. And that's the issue, is that it's got veggies in it. So we bought her like $100 box of it, which was my error, and she just throws out of the bowl.
What? Because she doesn't have veggies. Oh.
No, she's Poppy out.
Poppy has an appetite the same as I had when I was about 4 years old.
Yeah.
Just
Nice.
just chicken nuggets and chips. Yeah, that's it.
You're all right.
So my second to last out is that one specific style of brush font. I hate it. I call it the Pinterest Mom font. It's like, wait, I have it here.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
God bless if you love it. More power to you. I am just so over it. I can never make it work. It's the one that has the varying X and Y axes. I have to say they are constructed. They always have all the ligatures designed. They're always very well made, beautifully created. I hate those. I just think that they're an out for me. I'm not going to be engaging with them anymore. Yep.
Goodbye.
Okay.
That's fair.
Thank you. My last one is not understanding how the Figma auto layout tool works and refusing to learn. I should probably learn one day.
I don't even know about that one. Jeez.
Oh, you're opening Pandora's box if you look into that. It's amazing, and I feel like I have like a 20% grip on it, but whenever I go into a project that Haley's worked on and she's actually using it correctly, I cannot do a single thing in there. I broke it.
Haley looked at something I did the other day and was like, "Oh, what have you done here? Oh, that's cute." And I'm like,
That's
sorry, I'm not
cute.
like 100% master on that thing. Yeah.
Spacing next to things, and I was like, this is going to be a nightmare.
I was like, I can't sacrifice time. Just gonna get it done.
That's like when I receive a portfolio from Canva and I was like, oh, that's cute. At least you tried. Yeah. Oh, wow.
We're going to have to do like a bit of a
Crash course.
weeks or something, a crash course or something, because if you look at any of my projects, you have to look at projects, they're going to be in auto layout. It makes the world so much.
This and the passwords is like it's more evolved.
Yeah. Awesome. So that's your 5s ins and outs. That's all, everything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who's next? Haley,
I'll
Trees.
go if you're happy for me to go next.
Go for it.
Haley?
Sounds good. I can go last.
So I'll start with ins as well. Back to what Lee said, slowing, like exercise and health wise, like I think for me it's more just slowing down. So I've been doing strength training for years and years and years, and my back has just finally given up. So I'm now, as Mario would call it, a Pilates princess until my back gets better. And and in line with that, it's like then a snowball effect into every other element of my life, like drinking enough water, reading my Kindle before bed, and not being on my phone. And I sleep better, and I can just go into fantasy book land and then not off to sleep, and it's all good. So big one is like just slowing down and trying to like the opposite of like the grind, like, you know, girl boss, get it done. Like I just was totally burnt out last year with exercise. So slowing down, walking, Pilates, yoga, mobility, all that stuff.
Girl boss, girl sleep, girl rest.
Yes. My next in was Gumtree and Marketplace. So buying things secondhand and quality built, last longer. We've been in this place for like 12 years, and all of our IKEA furniture has just deteriorated, doesn't last. So I'm all about Gumtree. Basically, I want Haley's home right now. My mid-century dream house.
Yeah, very cool.
So
It's great. I really just brought this house for the people who are listening.
Yeah, but you filled it with all these like lovely mid-century gems that I'm like, cool.
And they are all from Facebook Marketplace.
There we go.
There you go.
Except for my new kitchen shelf. Everything else is Facebook Marketplace.
I'm hiring you when we need to do our house.
It's not even just Facebook Marketplace. It's actually going to secondhand stores and going to op shops. I found one of my little low-lying shelves at Vinnie's for $40.
See, it lasts.
Cool.
And like the quality of stuff, you can just stand down and, you know, there's people that are flipping stuff on Marketplace all the time. So why go to the Domain when you can go to Donna's down the road, you know?
Exactly. And when I'm like seriously thinking about it, everything in my house is secondhand apart from that one shelf.
good.
My next one, back to Figma. So I have written here, complete and utter mastery of Figma. I feel like when I was in school, it was, you know, it was more print based. So, you know, InDesign, Photoshop, Premiere, all that stuff. But now it's Figma. It's like the future. So I'm just kind of still catching up. And, you know, like Mary said with auto layout, like sometimes I've got it and other times I don't got it, but I'll get there this year. This is my year, Figma. So we're following all the creators.
There's so many great tutorials online, but also
So many.
It's funny, like,
yes.
clients don't see this side of what we do, or designers in general. They don't see the constant upskilling. It's just like, oh, churn out this, pump out this sort of thing. But we constantly have to be on the game with updates to latest, greatest, you know, tools and tips. So yeah, no, Figma, huge. Cool.
Yeah, and there's so many cool creators on. Yeah, like the little Instagram shorts that you send me sometimes, Haley, like where it's just a simple little trick. Like that guy, I forget his handle, sorry. And he's like, here's how you can do this super fast. I'm like, oh, good, because that's what I want. And I don't want to read like a huge, you know, I don't want to watch a 20-minute like tutorial on how to do something basic.
But also trying to follow a tutorial via a reel when you can't pause reels currently.
Yeah.
Nightmare, an absolute nightmare. So hopefully pausing reels in.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Now to some more sugary fluff stuff. It's going to be a good year for quality TV. So we've got The Last of Us Season 2 and/or Season 2, Yellow Jackets, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which is like a prequel, another prequel to Game of Thrones, based off The Hedge Knight, I think. I haven't read it, but I'm excited. Dragons and fantasy,
I've got that book if you want to read it, Trace.
Oh, yeah, okay, I will.
The Game of Thrones not.
I love it. And the final season of Stranger Things, so that's going to be fun.
I'm just also going to throw in Severance that comes in a couple.
So I was going to put that on my list, but I've only seen one episode, so I need to. Yeah. I don't have that TV.
I haven't watched that yet.
You can have my login.
I need it.
I only have an Apple TV login just to get people to watch Severance. So I can
Apple TV is the only one I don't have. So I'm like,
Right.
And my final one is last year was for the Swifties and this year is for Metallica. So
yes, good call.
We've got Metallica coming to Perth and I'm just so pumped. So yeah, I don't know. The first time I saw them was like the big day out 21 years ago, and I've seen them about 5 times since. So, you know, some people may laugh, but I don't care. Metallica for life.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean,
I love Metallica too, but I'm a huge Swiftie, so
yeah.
But no, it was like earlier this year. Well, last week I thought I get to see Metallica this year. Finally, get to say that this year. Finally, so bring it on.
When did they come?
2010? Oh, no, 2012, I think.
2012, so
when did they come this year?
Oh, this year, sorry.
November.
Yeah, November.
Oh, you got a while to wait.
Yeah. Next thing you know, though, it's happening. It's happening.
God, yeah.
So,
it's going to be great.
Good list, Trace.
Yeah, that's my ins. My outs, you mentioned this, Lee, imposter syndrome. That in the bin, get in the sea, goodbye. I'm just going to believe in myself and all of the noise. I don't know if this is a girl thing mostly, where it's like, constantly second guessing choices, or am I good enough for this, or I could do better at this, or blah, blah, blah. Just shut it all off.
We all go through that. Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for women, like I can go into very deep conversation with this. Like we've been brought up to not believe in ourselves, right? Like our whole gender for years. So like it comes naturally, unfortunately now. So like,
yeah.
I think back to because I lived in London for a couple of years when I was traveling long time ago, and I had no idea what I was doing, had no qualifications, no work experience, and it was the global financial crisis, so I couldn't get a job. And I think that my motto was like, fake it till you make it kind of thing. So I like to get into gigs. I had no money, so I started like writing online reviews to get into the gig for free, and I didn't know what I was talking about. Like I knew the music, but I didn't have like a qualification for creative writing, unlike our lovely Mary here. But yeah, I'm like, I wish I just had that kind of tenacity and, you know, like confidence now that I had then. I don't know if it goes with age, but anyway. moving on. Marketing wise, something that I'm seeing a lot more of that is like driving me mental is like really obvious UGC content. So the voice, like I'm not going to do this anymore, but like come with me while we find the best burger places in Perth, and come with me. And no, shut it, it's gone. I think you made a good point earlier where like you want the less polished, more
authentic.
Cool.
relatable, somewhat fake. Yeah, it's just, it grinds my gears now when I hear that. I'm like, nah, goodbye.
Good out.
My next out is mindless scrolling. So I've downloaded Opal app. I don't know if you guys so you know how you've got screen time on your phone, but you can always like cancel out of it. Opal has like a setting where you can deep focus. So like I've got like work hours deep focus, and then at nighttime deep focus, so I can't check anything. Like it just turns it off. So, and then even if I go to try to Google, it says like google.com slain by dragon, and then it's got a little dragon emoji. So
well, that's why you downloaded it. It has a dragon in it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And you can collect opals. It's very cool. So yeah, it gives you like a focus score. You can collect gems, and it tracks how many times a day you pick up your phone. So it's like crazy to see those stats. My next out is overconsumption. So this year I'm refusing to buy new makeup. I have enough.
Oh, that's huge at the moment.
I don't need any more makeup palettes.
Have you seen that on like TikTok where it's all about everyone just sort of taking a step back, and everyone's just, like, just really looking at obviously cost of living and everything, but okay.
Like I look at these makeup palettes and they're beautiful. I'm like, oh, pretty, and then I buy it and I'm like, I use it once and I'm like I'm just sticking to the stuff that I've got already. That'll get me through the year. I'm fine. And my final out
with like beauty, I feel like I gravitate towards like a lipstick that is a color I like.
Yeah.
But I have 50 of it because that's the color I like. So
how many
I already got it. Yeah.
black nude lipsticks do you need?
Yeah.
I don't know. So my final out is tan line aesthetic.
Oh,
Yes.
Needs to get in
What does
the
that
bin.
mean? I don't know what that means. What is that?
So I have young nieces, and this actually came out of my 15-year-old niece's mouth. She's like, I want the tan line aesthetic this summer. So you're wearing a singlet top, and then like you've got like the white bikini line so it's like tan.
Yeah.
And they're copying this look because young influencers are promoting it.
I saw that on TikTok where this girl actually had it tattooed, the tan line, and then she's walking around.
that was a trail.
I guess tattooed
Yeah.
is okay in a way, but like, I don't know. Everything we know about melanoma and premature aging,
There's also been like an uptick in influencers promoting solariums again, so like sunbeds.
I don't know. Oh,
And going back to those. And I feel like there's no excuse, particularly in Australia where we have so much education about melanoma and skin cancer. It's
Which is crazy because like kids are actually going on the bomb and looking at the radar UV and going out deliberately on a high day to get
get in the bin, wear sunscreen, slip sun flat.
and like I naturally tan by wearing sunscreen as well. So I don't understand it.
wow.
No, take it from your local elder millennial witch wizard, wear sunscreen, wear a hat.
Awesome work, Treese. All right, Haley, top 5's ins and outs.
Okay, let's go with my ins first. So my first in is water before coffee in the morning. I am a huge habit of going straight to the coffee machine as soon as I get out of bed. So I really just want to start the day fresh, literally with some water and water in general. I think I find that I really don't drink enough, and I've got my water here, but I've got to at least probably drink 2 of them. My second in is getting back into growing my own food. Now
That's cool.
I have a house again. I really felt like I've missed growing my own foods. Like back when I was living in Melbourne 2 years ago, I'd actually grow my own food and really loved and enjoying that. So this April, once it gets a bit cooler, that garden bed is going to be transformed into my
That'll be fun.
Oh, veggie.
cauliflower.
Veggies. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've got 2 macadamia trees, a lemon tree, a lime tree, mango tree, and an avocado tree already with this house, which is amazing.
wow.
But I really definitely need more vegetables, more herbs. Plus, it's cost effective as well. I've been hitting that which I don't need to buy rosemary from the supermarkets ever again. I'm not spending $2 on a tiny one.
No.
Just buy our veggies from you. Yeah.
I'm happy to share. I've had to in.
Yeah.
It's a big in. So my third in is creating with my hands and getting back into designing with my hands. And actually, I used to do a lot of hand lettering back in the day and a lot of illustration work, and I really missed that element, being very much a digital designer in the last 6 years.
Yeah.
So we get back to actually creating with my hands. And I had a bit of a break from that. I actually created via cooking or like gardening, but I really want to get back to the design source at hands with actual hand lettering.
Cool.
I love. My fourth in is going to live acts and more live music. Missed it so much.
Yeah.
Excited
You
to
can
go to a
come,
bunch
you
of
can come with me. I need some gig buddies because Louis and I, like my partner, we don't actually like, we both like heavy music, but we like different kinds of heavy music. So sometimes I'm having to go solo. So you can come to me to the punk show.
Come with you. I love live music and I've missed it a lot. And then my fifth in is just accessibility in general, particularly when designing for web. That's my best thought, is thinking about like, is it accessible for a lot of people? And I really want to up my skills in that area as well, especially with UX in particular.
That's really important. Really, really good.
Really,
Definitely.
I think that's becoming more aware, and it's going to make us better designers and a better studio as well, and more accessible for the wider public and more depth.
Yeah.
Cool.
So my outs is kind of like the same as you, Therese, is I've called it bed rotting in particular. So endless scrolling on your phone in bed. Soon as you wake up, when you're in bed as well. Like we're at a point where we're actually getting a digital alarm clock and having our phones away from our bedroom.
That's a good idea.
Kind of setting
think-
up.
Yeah, we're all guilty of that. I think we just scroll. You just get into that rhythm and you just scroll. You're down a rabbit hole. Yeah.
I saw someone saying I saw someone say that rotting should be out and relaxing should be back in, like with a book or like a cup of tea, and like go back to relaxing rather than the like disgusting filter.
Rot has its place though. Like I feel like certain hungover Sundays, a little bit of rotting, right? That like
Yep. I agree with that as well. But less on your phone and more on the paper.
less rotten scroll, more relaxing. No,
Now I say this out, but I'm currently not doing a good job at the moment. My out is all black. My wardrobe is a lot of black, and I'm currently wearing a Led Zeppelin black shirt as well. I'm like,
Starts tomorrow. Yeah.
starts tomorrow, but I've got to buy more color in my life. Like my whole house is very colorful, but I'm very much black.
Yeah. Me too.
And very much a black fabric.
Black and
we're
grey.
like 3 of us online are wearing black, and Mary's wearing black.
I only wear white though. I have the same issue, but with the color white. I do a lot of laundry.
And that's why I've always lent towards black, especially when we went traveling. I always wore black because it would hide the stains, and I wouldn't have to wash clothes as often.
Yeah.
my motto was always wear black, eat color.
That's so
Not
good.
healthy, but like I like black.
Fair enough.
Hashtag
Of
got
eating, one of my outs is sugar. Now, this is quite controversial for me because I'm a sugar addicted person. And, well, I'm just going to say I'm going to detox, but sugar needs to go. And I'm a baker as well, which is going to be hard.
That's a tough one. Like, I don't know too much about, the health benefits of cutting out sugar, but based on, what people are saying, it has a huge impact on lives and mindset and Just, yeah.
Does this mean we won't be getting the Christmas Haley cookies this
Yeah.
year?
Oh, no. You will be getting them.
Don't substitute it without sugar because don't bother.
Yeah, like that.
No, it wouldn't be the same. Like, I think it's a balance, right? Like, I'll try
Oh,
and
yeah,
get sugar, say like sauce jars or like sugar that you'd not really think about seeing, like in your like pre-made sauce jars or in actual like pre-made food. But like baking, I'm gonna turn a blind eye a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
I did no sugar, like absolutely none, because I did the keto diet for a little while. I did it for about a year.
Oh.
And the like, I guess, detoxing process of stopping cold turkey, it's brutal. You get headaches and I got irritable and that kind of thing. But once you are completely off it, it's good. It's just hard because there is so much hidden sugar and stuff. So being aware of it is really, really good. Yeah.
I think that's the main thing, is being aware of it and finding a balance.
Absolutely.
My third at like Lee and Trace's imposter syndrome. Let's get confident getting it. And I'm already feeling so much better. I think it's actually a lot of the WA weather as well.
Yeah, sunshine, sure.
Much more positive. Because I lived in Melbourne for 4 years, and you definitely get seasonal depression. It's a thing, and it's sad. I love Melbourne, but coming back to WA, it's literally blue skies all the time.
Yeah.
It's great. But imposter syndrome in particular, like,
Yeah.
and then my last out is car stickers.
Plastic.
Oh,
Like those little families.
Hate them. Yeah, the families. I don't want to see them. Like, there's a baby on board. Like, I understand that, but it's not going to deter me from like accidentally bumping into you or honking my horn because you've done something wrong. Like, no.
have you seen that
It's a waste of
meme?
money. It's a waste of resources.
Yeah.
Have you seen that meme that's like, I'm not reading that you have a baby on board in your car. I am on my phone.
Yeah. No, I agree. I would
like
never put those stickers on my car. Nah, can't do it. No.
Don't you have a lethal
That
sticker
is
on your
very-
car, Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true, but that's different.
Yeah.
That's like a one-of-one limited
It's
edition.
like a little bit of advertising, and it's not like crazy intuitive. Like, it's not in your face. Like, I saw some very, very horrible car stickers lately, and it's getting not good at all.
Oh, wow.
We need to get Lee, the little family, just us three. Next to the Lee.
That would be funny.
Right. Okay.
Like, the car stickers out is always on my list.
Out.
Yeah.
No more. You heard you.
Interesting. Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thanks so much. That's if you are listening, I would highly recommend just sitting down and taking 5 minutes out of your day just to write 5 ins and outs. It could be for next year, this year, whatever. It just gets you thinking, and it's always fun. Feel free to, if you do write out your own list, shout us out on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I would love to see what your list is. So again, thanks for listening. See you next time.
Bye.